Hello everyone, and welcome back to another one with me, Miss Whitney B. So I'm going to talk about, it's so awesome. The universe brought me another breadcrumb. I was sitting here wondering, I was like sitting in the stillness, just listening. It's something I like to do, and I kind of was noticing Spirit was stacking videos like tarot cards on me today, and I was like, this is fascinating, ties that bind, right? And all the different ways we can communicate with ourselves, and different, like, and it wasn't just tarot readings, it was like different channeled messages, right? Like all different kinds. Some were plants, some were animals, some were like spirit channeling, some were readings, some were just like statements, like boundary statements, and it was just fascinating. All of a sudden I'm scrolling, and I come across like this video for my friend, and over at Soul Deep Intuition, and it was about union. It was about physical union, coming into physical union on the twin flame journey. And I was like, whoa, look, another one, because I had just seen one yesterday. It was the very first video on my feed. And so I went to go take a picture, and when I took the picture and was looking at the picture to send it, what I saw was a whole bunch of different messages jumping out. And so the picture above it was a handwritten board. Somebody had written their truths all over, and it was like a dream board for business, and like being an entrepreneur and being supported as an independent business owner. And the gist of it, what I saw, what stood out to me was sorry, I keep looking down because my notes are right here. So, he who activates shall have plenty. And then right underneath that was, thank you for the opening of the floodgates. And then I saw physical union with people will pay me with twin flame journey. And I was like, and the twin flame journey video right underneath it, or right there, right as I went to go look, I was like, what is that? And so as I moved it up, it said 2021 Ascension and the Stubborn DM, and that's from Ascent 911 with Fiery Grace the Gifted and her Divine Masculine. I'm sorry, sir, I can't remember your name right at this very moment, and I truly do apologize for that. But they have amazing content. I love to watch their content and listen to the different things they have to share. It's really wonderful. They have a lot of tools and resources and just advice and support and tips. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch everything, but I use them as calibration. I notice a lot of times there's a lot of alignment between us and what we're experiencing in our physical lives. And so I just really value and appreciate how much they come and bring to the table to share with everyone. And then Soul Deep Intuitions, her videos are so, I just love how fun and inspiring she is. She's real, excitable and uplifting, and she it feels like she's talking right to me. She's also a personal friend of mine. We're very good friends, and I literally, the readings that she puts on video are the reading you would receive in person, and I just love how authentic she is, how much she glows, and how much beauty and love and kindness and just like fun and sass she brings to the table. And so that all these things were lining up like this, I was just like sitting back in awe and delight and amazement, because when we go into awe, when we go into wonder, and we're just listening with an open heart and an open mind, we go into the vortex, and then we can receive all these beautiful messages, all the messages, the information through connection to source and ourself. We receive all these beautiful downloads of information, and it's one of my most favorite ways to receive channel, just because it's so unobtrusive, it's so free flowing, and it just feels good. It's high vibrating and it feels good. And so obviously, please do. I always put up protection and safety around myself. I ensure that I'm always protected by angels and only allowing beings coming in the highest vibrations of love and light to interact with me and share messages with me. And so just make sure you're mindful if you're going to go play with that. I totally invite you to go play with wonder. It's absolutely fabulous. absolutely fabulous. I just also would like to remind you to, take spiritual precautions, set good boundaries and intents, and just let the universe know and your guides that you're practicing your intuition, you're practicing listening with an open heart and open mind, and then just play with it. I have all these different sign symbols and synchronicities, like black cats and penguins and bunny rabbits and flowers. I have all these different things that communicate messages to me, and words particularly. Communication is key for me. Like, I love, as you guys can see, I love making my videos. I love communicating. I love sharing. I love learning. I love talking out loud and wondering. I find it to be very fun and stimulating. So basically, back to the message. Thank you for wandering with me down that rabbit hole for a moment. But basically what Spirit is saying is that I'll link the video also real quick. I'll link the video down in the description box from Soul Deep Intuition, because her message ties in deeply to this channel, or to this message, in that she was talking about be patient, be calm, be loving, be accepting, heart healed, open-hearted, listening for truth, all these different things that are very important to the journey and to having unconditional love and positive regard for another. And so just really the way that linked into to not only her message of being on the twin flame journey, I too am on the twin flame journey, but also the linking into then Ascent 911 and them on their journey, and the way it all just kind of, I've been calling it dominoes lately, because literally Spirit has been showing me my higher self and I are so connected. I'm seeing synchronicity after synchronicity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I received 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm just all different kinds of synchronicities. Beetles and roses and Ganesh and Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael brought me a very beautiful message yesterday about union, about healing, and about heart healing, and learning to let go of the fear and taking that leap of faith to not be afraid, because that is also the next step. That is a part of this, is not being afraid, is being so in so much wholeness and in wellness and in oneness with yourself, that, or with oneself, that there's no fear, that there's just connection and light. Like it's funny, because in my reflection on this screen, it looks like this whole space is glowing, and then I just focused energy and it's glowing even brighter, and I just love that. So fun to play with energy. But yeah, a whole healthy perspective. And so Archangel Raphael is very present right now with the twins, and with anyone, with everyone. I heard I do not discriminate. He said he will work with anyone. So just call on Archangel Raphael if you are looking for that kind of assistance. Again, you don't have to. He is just a ascended being who can help you and guide you, a pure being. So when you're calling to any and all beings coming in the highest vibrations of love and light, you're inviting literally any being that is vibrating on a high love frequency to join you. And so that will include Archangel Raphael. Now you can specifically call him or that energy by its name. Archangel Raphael, call you to me, or I call beings coming in the healing of the heart energy, or the highest vibrations of love and light, to help me heal my heart. You can set intentions many ways, but basically it's just the focus of asking, because this is, we have free will. And so no being can come in and help you if you do not ask for that help. They're right there, guiding, watching, supporting on the outside, sending you love and encouraging you, and helping you where you'll accept. But in free will, you must ask. You must be vulnerable and say, please do come help me. Spirit is saying, just ask and you will receive. And the more and more aligned you are with yourself, with your wholeness, with your oneness to yourself, with that connection, that pure connection to the self, and then from that pure connection to source, magic happens. You make magic happen. And the magic is you being aligned, having no resistance, and literally being a conscious creator of each and every single step you take. And so this is the journey. Whether you're on a twin flame journey or not, this is life. This is the point. This is what we're doing here. This is why Spirit likes to talk about this as the game. It's a big game because you're just, it's a canvas. It's a book you're writing. You are literally the creator of each and every step, every thought, every action, every person, every way of being. And that, yes, each person, each soul is their own being, but they are reflectors back to you of your own experience. And so, and of your own light. And so, the more and more and more you follow the breadcrumbs home to your own heart, to your own soul, to your own connection, the more and more and more you see that beautiful reflection in the physical world. And so, as I said that, Spirit just like popped into my head, was like, Whitney, remind them that 3D is past tense. And so everything is happening. Everything starts in the now moment. The seed of your desire, the desire itself is the seed, and it gets planted in the now moment by giving it love, appreciation, by asking. Spirit is saying, ask, ask, ask. Please do ask. Then accept it as it is. And then go and appreciate the world. Go have fun. Go have gratitude. Go have quality and experience best life. They're like, Whitney, you like to say best life. I do. Best life and quality. Those are things that can look different for every single person, but best life looks like meeting myself where I am and finding me so good enough and living in the wonder and the awe and the delight and the surprise of how I can constantly and continuously and lovingly meet myself and celebrate exactly where I am in each now moment. And so quality and best life, those are things for me, and those are the ways in which I think about those two things. And so planting and fertilizing and nourishing your seeds, these things you're asking for, we're going to consider them seeds. And as you're planting them by asking, and then covering them with soil by thanking and saying yes, and so it is done, cover them with soil. And then as you go out and you live in your gratitude and you enjoy your best life, and you eat things that feel good, and you have conversations that feel good and are expansion, and you try new unknowns, and you get awed and delighted and surprised and live in wonder, you're fertilizing the field. And because you're enjoying yourself, you're not paying attention to whether that seed has fully matured or not. All you're doing is just enjoying the now moment. And what I've noticed as I enjoy my now moment is seeds that I've planted fully grow, like come into maturity, and I'm harvesting fruit from seeds I've been planting for the past 5 and 10 years. Like some of them very long term and some of them very short term. I manifest things all the time. It's easy because I'm not focused on it. I just enjoy the process. I make a game of it because it can be really fun when I let go and don't worry and get concerned. Like I was chewing on something for like 3 or 4 days, and finally I looked at myself today and was just like, yeah, I'm done chewing on that. I don't need to chew on it. Thank you, Spirit. And I just started communicating about it, and I was all concerned and just all wrapped up in a little, well, not super actually. Spirit's telling me like I'm making that dramatic and I need to back up. So actually I wasn't really fearful of it. I just got concerned and put too much focus and attention on how it wasn't working out. And so today I finally was just shifted and was like, nah, fuck it. It's going to work out. Spirit's got my back. I got my back. Everything always works out for me. Somehow, some way, everything is always working out for me. Which leads me to another thing that I practice, which is a rant, literally called Everything is Always Working Out for Me. And it is scripted by Abraham Hicks. And I'll also link that video in this description box as well. And it's just all about focusing on alignment, focus on the deliciousness of the now moment, focus on how much the universe provides, how much your soul provides, how many things are truly working out when we actually shift our focus, when I shift my focus to how much everything is working out for me. And then boom, it just lines up. And I'm like, oh, I've received so many gifts today. I've received so many beautiful little delights that just they get me excited. I was dancing a little while ago, like just enjoying the freedom of movement and of listening to one of my favorite songs and having fun and feeling free. Like, yeah, everything's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And I'm really grateful. I've done a lot of work, and I'm very satisfied with how things are coming together and in the process of becoming. I just really appreciate how wonderful all of it is, and how it is like, I can see how the universe is conspiring for me, not against me, and how everything truly is set up for me, and how like how the ties that bind and how easy it can be when I just let go and wonder to build bridges. The universe is always providing the next step. My twin also helps me by providing next steps. When I'm willing to be open and surrendered and loving and just like willing, like in trust and faith, boom, next steps always come in. And so I'm like, okay, surrender and the change happens. Surrender and the shift happens. I am loving this. And so, yeah, followed a breadcrumb, had a whole conversation. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Don't forget to leave any comments about what resonated or other, like, I would love to hear about breadcrumbs you guys get, different ways that spirit and yourself talk to yourself. Even your twins, like, again, though, that's still yourself talking to yourself because you're two whole halves of one whole being. And so really it's all just us talking to ourselves all the time. It's pretty fabulous. It's really amazing. In one of my earlier videos, I talked about how it's basically like us just wanking ourselves off like all day long in all the various ways, which is hilarious and very, like, I don't know, it just appears that way to me. Because it's just you reflecting you, reflecting you, reflecting. You are everything. Everything is you. And so yeah, it's fascinating and wonderful. So thanks, guys. Yes, I enjoy you. I enjoy sharing. Thank you for listening, and I will see you on another one. Bye.